I don't even know if this footage is going to see the light of day because there is a storm raging outside at the minute here in York and it is dark, but I'm hoping I can colour correct it. I am right by the window, this is where I sit to film, so touch wood. But today I'm going to be going through my February TBR. So I'm filming this obviously near the end of January and I've been having a pretty good reading month so far this year and I'm hoping to carry that on into the next month. So let's delve into the 5 books I'm planning to read. The first book is Unseen Academicals by Terry Pratchett. This is the 39th? The high number in the series book in Discworld. I, as always, know nothing about it. I'm just reading the whole Discworld series and just running with it. Oh god. Football has come to Ankh-Morpork. Football and the librarian. For anyone who doesn't know, I am a Man United fan for my sins. Having a wonderful time this February. I'm sure it won't last, but the men and the women are doing fantastically. I am very much a soccer football fan, so I'm very curious to see what type of football this will be, because this ball on the front has the little ridges that are on rugby and American footballs. So this will be very curious, because I know Pratchett has got American inspiration in some of these, despite being a British author. So I'm very curious to see what type of football. I do know American football because my partner is a 49ers fan, but I don't know rugby. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I love the Discworld. Football, Discworld. Oh. Then, most months this year, I'm going to be reading a book from my 10 oldest books on my TBR. If I don't read them, they get unhauled. I have a video up here if you'd like to see those books. And the one I'm reading this month is Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor, the 3rd and final book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. I started this years ago. This is a fairly chunky book, which I think is why I haven't picked it up. Are you going to give me a page count? It's over 600 pages, but I have really enjoyed the previous 2 books, so it should be fun. I don't remember what this is about. I do remember, but I don't remember well enough to tell you about it without spoiling it. There's like a girl / young woman who is in our world but has links to this magical world, and she does it through like a shop that she can go and enter and people work there, and it's like a Romeo and Juliet sort of love story. That's as much as I'm going to say because I can't say any more without spoiling it because I don't remember what I don't remember, but I have really enjoyed the trilogy so far in the first 2 books, so it'll be good to finally finish it out, even if I am a little daunted. I don't know why I still get daunted by these big books, because I read plenty of them. I read 3 books that were all around 1,000 pages last year. Why am I don't know, but I am. Then I have an arc that I'm going to be reading. This was sent to me by the lovely folks over at Book Break, and this is Midnight on the Celestial by Alexandra, and that is coming out on the 5th of March 2026 here in the UK. Welcome aboard the Celestial. Relish in it all, but dear guest, do not leave your room after dark. In this letter here, I do indeed have the release, so I can tell you a little bit more. Welcome to the Celestial, where everything is an illusion. The ship is powered by magical servants. Affluent guests can experience magical luxury without limits. But amongst all the spectacle, one thing is for sure. Crew or guest, no one is safe in violet waters. There's an heiress with the power to summon spirits of the dead, and she fails her realm's trial to keep her magic, so to save her gift she decides to serve a punishment sentence aboard the Celestial. It's so dark I can't read what's on this paper. As a staff member, she competes with other dangerous magic wielders for a coveted chance at a retrial, whilst serving demanding high-class guests. Her task is made even harder by an infuriatingly handsome silks performer, Evander, who seems hell-bent on making sure Ro doesn't win a retrial. Determined to fight for her magic, Ro dives headfirst into the chaotically enchanting world of the Celestial, which her influential DeMarcus family helped create. Her battle to earn guests' favour turns into a fight to survive as the ship transforms nightly into a violent monster, killing staff members and anyone who wanders the halls at night. Faced with the reality of serving aboard, Ro must question her ancestors' motivations for creating not just the ship, but the trials and systems that put her there. But the moment Ro sinks into the ship's dark history, she's wrongly framed for a guest's murder. Vowing to conjure her own second chance and change her fate at any cost, Ro, with help from Evander and a powerful found family of staff members, will use whatever powers she has to uncover the secrets and truth of the ship, her family, and their entwined bloody past before she becomes the ship's next victim. I know that was long, but oh my god, I need this. Found family, magical ship, murder. There's probably a romance with her and Evander, let's be fucking real. Magic. Ooh, I am very excited for this. So thank you very much for sending me this, the folks over at Book Break. I'm very, very, very excited. This is right up my alley. So yes, this should be a very good read. And then the last two books that I want to read this month are very different to that. The first one I'm going to mention is my non-fiction of the month. I do like to try and read one non-fiction each and every month. I don't know why. It's not like, I don't know, I just enjoy it. I enjoy a good non-fiction. This non-fiction happens to be one that was unhauled from my dad, who spent 24 years in the army. So this is SAS Band of Brothers by Damien Lewis, the last stand of the SAS and their hunt for the Nazi killers. I've not read this, Dad said it was good, and that's it. June 44 and summer 45, and they try and hunt down people. Breathtaking and exhaustively researched, this is based on a raft of new and unseen material provided by the families of those who were there. It reveals an epic of courage, maverick-spirited daring and bloody betrayal, plus a gripping quest for vengeance and justice. So, this should be interesting. I usually enjoy reading stuff about World War II. Enjoy is an interesting word choice with that one, but you know what I mean. So, this should be a read I sink my teeth into. And then, last but by no means least, I am going to be reading Children of Memory by Adrian Tchaikovsky. The reason I'm so excited for this is that I have been reading one book a month of this series since I started it. I read Children of Ruin at the beginning of January. I'm going to be reading this third book in the trilogy because a fourth book in the series is coming out in March. I am so excited for that. Children of Strife. So, very excited to be reading this. This is a space opera series. We follow a few different groups of people in the first book. They've been sent off from a futuristic version of our Earth to go and colonise other planets, essentially. And some of them are struggling to survive, some of them are like running control experiments on a planet, and it's how they interact when humanity does not want to get along, and there are also alien species out there. I feel like that is an okay explanation of the series. Again, trying not to spoil. I love Adrian Tchaikovsky's writing. I really got into his work last year, and I've now read a lot from him, so I am absolutely adoring this series. Every book has been like 4.5 stars so far. I think the series itself might be 5 stars, but just the books don't have the je ne sais quoi, you know? But I'm very excited for this one because I'm so then excited to read the new release. And yes, I love Tchaikovsky. I'm very excited to delve in. And these are the 5 books that I am planning to read in January. A bit of an interesting mix, but I am very excited for these 5. Please let me know down in the comments below. Have you read any of these? Which of them do I need to pick up first in the month? And what are you planning to read in February? Hopefully you are as excited as I am for your reads. Thank you so much for watching, folks, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!